Hello, everybody. Goes it? I tired. I'm so tired. Ugh. What is up with my phone here? Okay. How is everybody? Pretty up? It's 10:10 my time. Um, which is late. Um, but I did God, I can't even think. The dog woke me up at 1:30 this morning. So he has a tendency to snuggle, and he's like 70 pounds. And is that better? I don't know, it's all jiggly. How's that? Is that better? It's not working. Cool. Well, I'd love a little cameo from my tech guy. I don't know why it's not working. The volume's all the way up. Can you hear me now if I'm like this? Is it working now? Tech problems, man. Okay. Well, it seems to be working now. Anyway, the dog woke me up. Yeah. Dog woke me up at 1:30, the husky, snuggling. And sometimes when he snuggles, he rotates my legs or my hips. So when I wake up, my legs or hips hurt. And so that's what happened. I woke up and my left hip was hurting. So I was like, fine. So I got up and couldn't get back to sleep. And I thought, well, one of my streamers that I watch is on, so I'll watch him for a bit. And so I did. And then it was about 3. A body slam, you just lying down. Yeah, he has no concept of a personal bubble or anything. He's just boom. Boom, here I am. Love me, essentially. And then, yeah, so I went back to sleep at like 3. And then I woke up again at 6:30 because of the dogs again. They needed to be fed and go outside. I was already an hour late, so Husky was not happy about that. Dino, stop that. He's unmaking the bed again. This is why I can't have nice things. Dogs. So if you ever want a word of advice, if you ever want to be able to sleep in and have a nice made bed, don't get a dog. I'd also say that about kids, but anyway, so I woke up pretty late and then had a hard time waking up and was just kind of scrambling to start the stream. Got more coffee. It's appropriate because it says lag. See that? Wanted for lagging behind. That's what I'm wanted for today. Lagging. I am lagging today. So, anyway, let's make a character, shall we? Let me pull up the thing. Oh, duh. Sorry. Again, still sleepy. Um, Anyway, I also have, I'm pretty excited. Aw, thanks, Eric. um, I'm also pretty excited because we're doing the one shot tonight, and I feel pretty prepared for it. I don't feel too underprepared. I think there's like one more map I need to do, but that won't take very long, and I'm excited for it because yeah, my brother-in-law, my sister, Eric, the AV guy, will be there, and then our son will be there too. He doesn't want to be on camera though, so he's going to be just a voice for this game. But I'm excited. It's going to be fun. My first time DMing, so hopefully it goes well and isn't boring or too fast or too slow. Um, but it's going to be good, I think. So I'm excited for that. Trying to get all the tech stuff set up for that, since it's my first time doing that. I've done some of the tech stuff. Most of the tech stuff has been Eric. He's my tech guy, so everyone should have their own tech guy or person. Anyway, let's build a character, shall we? This over here. Username checks out. Yes, you picked a very good username, Eric. Before I do that, I want to do something else. That's what I wanted to do. Boom, boom. That's what I wanted to do. Do, do. To do, 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 do. Oh, they're posting libraries in a Discord that I follow. And I'm like, I want that. I want that library. All the library things. Been to a library, feeling forever. One second. Oh gosh, I'm having such a hard time with the remembering what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. There's that. ADHD. Yeah. My my ADHD has been really kicking my butt lately at work, at home. I'm just not I'm just not doing well. I think I need some medication. So I need to reach out to my doctor who did my evaluation, not my primary doctor. Although I guess I could, but I don't feel like she has as good a grasp on neurodivergence as my other doctor does. So anyway, um let's okay. Let's take to click. Okay, there we go. Can prescribe medication. True. That is correct. I think I think she is. I don't think she. I'm all curious. Did I not? I'm pretty sure she is. But I'll look into that later. But that'd be great if she was, because I really liked her. She was a good evaluator and, yeah, general provider. I mean, I could. Or, you know. Anyway, I'll have to look into it. I don't want to get into it now. But let's get into character creation. Let me share my screen. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right, let us make a character. Now, I think we are already... That was weird. OBS was all like, it's not responding. It's gonna quit. And I'm like, ah, no. Yes, OBS Studio is not responding. You may choose to wait a short while. And now the message disappeared. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Need something with this computer because it's getting very... Well, it doesn't... It does say wait, but it disappear. The message disappears before I can click anything, and then it's back to normal. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's build a character, and it's going to be a genasi today, because if we look at the sheet, actually, no, I'm freaking out. Okay, well, I guess everyone's allowed their little freak out. I had mine this morning. So these are the things that we've done and the things that we could still do for now. So I think it's going to be air or fire genasi today. So victim has said freak out. You know what? I don't even feel bad, because you had a freak out on me yesterday. No, Thursday. You had a freak out on me Thursday. I was so mad I didn't even watch Rob's Twitch tail thing. That's how mad I was at you. Thursday I freaked out on everyone. Yes, everyone. You freaked out on everyone. Anyway, yes, my freakouts are very... I feel like they're very targeted. Usually the target is you, Eric. I'm sorry. But, you know, it must not be too bad because we've been married for almost 20 years, so... Anyway. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to do an air or fire genasi. Eric, since you're the only person in chat right now, do you have a preference? I mean, we could look and see what the... I guess kind of what the things are. Before we do that, though, we need to pick... air genasi sounds fun. Okay, we can do air. We need to pick what they are, though. We've done... We could do a barbarian air genasi. We could do a bard, a cleric, a druid. Ooh, I'm thinking we save the fire genasi for the circle of wildfire, though. That would be... Let's blow some stuff. Oh my gosh. Let's blow stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, I heard that little snicker out in the living room. We could do a fighter. You know what? Let's actually, before we pick that, let's just pick the air genasi so we can see. Okay, we want genasi. Where are you? Okay, genasi. We're gonna pick the air genasi. So they have, as an air genasi, you're descended from a jinn. As changeable as weather, your moods shift from calm to wild to violent to with a little warning, but these storms rarely last. Oh my god, is it explaining me? It's talking about me. I'm an air genasi, apparently. They typically have light blue skin, hair and eyes. A faint but constant breeze accompanies them. They speak with a breathy voice marked by a faint echo. Okay, so a little temperamental. First, let's confirm that because we're doing that. So let's see what they... our constitution will increase by 2. Our dexterity increases by 1. You can hold your breath indefinitely when you're not incapacitated. That's cool. The physical description doesn't match. Why? I don't look like someone that's what is that? Not hypoglycemic. It's what's the word for when you're freezing? Hypothermic. Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's the word I want. And then mingle with the wind. You can cast the levitate spell once with this trait, requiring no material components, and you regain the ability to cast it this way when you finish a long rest. Constitution is your spellcasting ability for this spell. Okay, so we got some things. Let's go back then to this and this. So what do we want? I'm thinking maybe a monk way of astral self might be cool to play for the air genasi. I don't think cleric would be the right move here. Maybe a bard. I don't think barbarian would be the right move given the amount or what we can choose from. I don't think druid would be the right choice here. Maybe Psy warrior fighter. Paladin, ranger. Maybe genie warlock might be the way to go. Wizard. I think we'll look at warlock, genie, and then also Psy warrior and astral self. So let's look at those 3 and see if there's one that speaks to me. Fighter. Which I have to add, like, and then let's just temporarily add the class. I'm gonna put it at level 4 so we can choose our type here. We do Psy warrior. Awake to the psionic power within, who augments their physical might with weapons. I'm not really feeling. You got the jokes today, huh, Eric? I'm not feeling that one. Let's remove. I don't think Psy warrior is the way to go here. So let's look at monk with the astral self. Let's check that one out. A monk who follows the way of the astral self believes their body is an illusion. They see their kai as a representation of their true form and astral self. That might be good. So we get deflect missiles, arms of the astral self. Spectral arms hover near your shoulders. We have slow fall. Would we need slow fall for an air genasi? Would we? Let's see. Maybe. That one's not looking too bad. Let's look at the last one that I wanted to look at, which was warlock. Patron. the genie. You've made a pact with one of the rarest kinds of genie, a noble genie. If you are a genie, though, like if you're descendant from a genie, would you? Because we're already. That wouldn't make sense, right? That wouldn't make sense. Nope. Okay. We're not going to do that then. All right. It looks like we're going to be a monk, Psy warrior. So let's go back to that. Our class. No, I think it would be reduced if he did take fall damage. Okay, so proficiencies. Let's see here. We are proficient, I would say probably in acrobatics. And then probably history, I want to say. I'm going to say history. And then we get to choose a musical instrument. What? Or tools? Hmm. What should we do? Smith tools, potter tools, pan flute, painter supplies, lute, lyre, longhorn. There's horns. I kind of am leaning towards glass blower. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, well, let's do that. Then we get Kai, mystic energy of Kai. We get unarmored movements. Your speed increases by 10 when you're not wearing armor. Okay. Commit yourself to a tradition, the way of the open hand, detailed. Way of Astral Self. That's what we're doing. So we can deflect missiles or catch the missiles. We already talked about that. We've got slow fall. This. God. Is this all the extra stuff they get? Like, available at higher levels. Oh, we get a lot of stuff. Goodness gracious. I think this is new. I don't think they had this last time, like all the stuff that you could level up to. Perfect self. Empty body. You can become invisible for 1 minute if you use 4 Kai points. Ooh. Okay, well, we got cool stuff coming up then. Boop, boop. Let's see, do we want to do a feat? What are the feats? What feats can we do? So many things. Many things we could pick. Skill expert. I think we're just gonna go with that. Use a skill. What do we want here? Bum bum bum. Birds? I think the birds are out making a nest or something outside my window. Probably maybe intimidation because we have such a volatile temperament. Okay. I think that's gonna do it. Ooh, I don't know why, but this character is hard to build. Choose an option. Um. Ooh, Pack Seeker. Have we done that one before? We do that one last time? Okay, for this one, we did this one, so let me mark it off. Green did genasi. We did do Pack Seeker. Okay. Need to get the other things so I can do that. I just need to buy the online player's handbook. I think that would give me a lot of stuff. But for now, I don't feel like any of these would be him. Let's go with Sage. Yeah, I'll go with Sage. And then I'm also going to choose nature. Languages, choosing some languages. So we're definitely things we can speak or could speak. Um, stick with the favorites here. Oh, they already speak primordial. I'm gonna say common sign language as one. And probably, you know what? I'm gonna go crazy here. Say that they can speak void speech. Researcher, when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it. Obtain it. Goodness gracious, words. I'm almost out of my coffee, guys. And I can't have more because this is my second cup and I have a firm two mug rule. Suggested characteristics. Okay, there we go. So I use polysymbolic words that convey the impression of great erudition. I've read every book in the world's greatest library. I'm used to helping those who aren't as smart as I am. Let's see. What would he have a good personality trait? Or I could just roll for it, but some of these I'm like, no, this wouldn't be this person. I think the first one. I'll do the, he's a kind of a snuck up kind of personality. Ideals, knowledge, beauty, logic, no limits, power, self improvement. I think no limits. Bonds, protect students. He has an ancient text, preserve things. Life's work is a series of tomes related to a specific field of lore. Let's go with the ancient text here. Easily distracted. Most people scream when they see a demon. I stop and take notes on its anatomy. Is that a flaw? Is it? Education's not a flaw. It's only a flaw if they spot you, right? Can't keep a secret. I speak without thinking. Yeah, probably that one. Let's see, we don't usually do notes. We just did that. Alignment, they're going to be, I think, just chaotic neutral. Lifestyle, we'll say they're modest. All right, well, since they're all blue, hair, we'll say is light blue, skin light blue, and then the eyes will be dark. Height, that's going to be a male. Let's see, does it, I need to, species. It's going to take me to another. Okay. Does it say how old they usually are? No. Okay, so 5 to 6 feet, about 120 years. Okay. Okay. So we'll say that he's 5'7" Weight, we'll say like 160. Then age, let's say like 50. 57. Okay. Do that. Got the species, abilities. We're going to do the standard. I think our highest is going to be our. Yeah, well, let me start with the lowest here. I know this charisma is going to be our lowest. And then the highest is going to be constitution, dexterity. I'll say wisdom next. Strength. Intelligence. Yeah, we'll go with that. So, get 10 darts. Get a bottle of black ink, a quill, a small knife, a letter from a dead colleague posing a question you've not been able to answer. Okay. A set of common clothes and a pouch containing 10 gold. And then a short sword or any simple weapon. I think we're going to go with any simple weapon because I don't feel like a short sword would be what this monk, genasi, would be carrying. So I think they would probably carry a boomerang. What? A frying pan. An iron tea kettle. I don't like that. Brass knuckles. I like the tea kettle. We're going to have a tea kettle. And then we can choose Explorer or Dungeoneer pack. So the Dungeoneer pack has a backpack, crowbar, hammer, 10 pitons, 10 torches, a tinderbox, 10 days of ration, and water skin. Also has rope. Or a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 rations, and a water skin. I think. Hello, first time chat. Line of Eve. Line of Eve, is that how you say that? Welcome in. Not playing D&D, but we are creating a D&D character. One of my goals for the year is to create a D&D character type for every single species and class and stuff. So I have this this table that list all the classes, subclasses, backgrounds, species. Green are the ones that we've done. Yellow are the ones that we could do. And then the rest of the stuff I have to buy. I do play, yes, I do play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm part of a group that meets every other Friday where I'm at. So in that campaign, I'm playing a water genasi druid. And so I play there. And then I'm also doing my first game, um, dungeon game mastering my first game tonight, actually, with family. So how long have I been into D&D? Well, it's relatively new. I would say probably about a year-ish. About a year-ish. Um, and it came at a really good time. I like hopped on that bandwagon pretty fast. Um, so it's been about a year for me that I've been doing it. Did I mark off? I did. Okay. So I can save this. Favorite class? Um, right now, I've only played a druid, which I really, really love. Um, looking at all the different classes, though, I would like to play also maybe a warlock at some point, and be a wizard. Wizard would be cool. I like the ones that have the magic. So like any class that has magic, which essentially is all of them, but for some reason, for some reason, barbarian and fighter don't really appeal to me. But I don't know. I'd be open to trying them out and stuff. Playing since 2023. Nice. So you're newish too as well. What's your favorite class? Here. Okay, so we're gonna take the explorers pack, I think. And then we need to pick a name, which we will, let's see, fantasy. I just bookmark this page. I don't know why I don't, but we need some creatures to fantasy names. So, does it have a fantasy name? I don't think it does. It has genie names. I guess that's close enough. Do genie names. Sorcerer? Yeah, sorcerer is pretty cool. I like all the fun spells and stuff that they can do. Oh, they all have like the something afterwards. The flawless, the vibrant, the lucky, the amazing. Is that a are you in any campaign in real life? Yeah, so I'm in a campaign that meets every other Friday. Um yeah, I play a actually I can show you. I play a water genasi druid. Um and her name is Marjorie. She looks like this. Yeah. I like genasi too. Welcome in Great Dini Gaming. Um yeah, it's I really like the genasis. I think they've got anyway, this is my character. She's a water genasi druid. She has a little familiar named Rupee, little frog familiar. How many people are in our campaign? There's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think we have seven. Eric, is that right? Do we have seven? We've got we've got druid, a ranger, a warlock, a necromancer, um, and then two paladins. One's a werewolf paladin, and then we've got a monk. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we've got how to reset your brain. Yeah, seven is kind of a lot. Seven plus the DM. Yeah, it It is a lot, but it also, I don't know, though our group just kind of like meshed really well together, I feel. And so like we're very communicative and, talk about what we could do together as a team. So I don't feel like it's ever like um I don't ever feel like it's like one person's, not doing anything or not getting a turn. I feel like everyone gets their time to shine. So, um yeah, I feel like it's a good group and it's got good vibes with it. So it's been really fun, and like a lot of the times too, we haven't had like our full set of seven. So we like things come up and we, unless like a lot of people are gone, we'll usually have more we'll usually continue and then pretend like there's back at the base and doing stuff, and then we'll fill them in. So yeah, seven. Yeah, seven is a lot, but it hasn't been like the full seven. I feel like there's always someone missing, but we're pretty good about keeping the story going and then including them things. So, so you play with your OC. What is OC, Lena? I'm not, or line. What is OC? Um, but yeah, so that's kind of that, and then I do a stream every Saturday where we make our D&D characters, and then I do another stream tomorrow where I work on a fantasy book that I'm writing. Own character. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry. Um, yes, so yeah, I do play with my own character. Madry is her name, and I really enjoy her. She's actually on. We go to show you guys my characters. I can show you Madry. Um, so this is Madry. I really like her because she's got that. I love, I love the balance between like nature and plus being a water genasi is pretty cool because you can create water and do all sorts of stuff. But this is her. She's resistant to acid. Um, she's proficient in quite a few things. She's got some pretty cool stuff. I really enjoy playing with her. Um, she can do shocking grass and stuff, and I'm only level 4 right now, so um, we'll see what happens as it goes. But she's got some pretty cool stuff that I enjoy playing, and she does really well with the ranger. She's in the Emerald Enclave, so her and the ranger are. So we work well together. Like when she does damage near him, like he can do extra bonus attacks and stuff. So that's pretty neat. And then yeah, she's kind of a loner. She lives out in the woods and kind of got sucked into this party involuntarily, and knows a couple people in town, but she tries to like stand back and not be too you know she's pretty calm headed and doesn't like to get involved too much unless she absolutely has to. The only exception to that is she is a little hot headed when it comes to people that kill for sport. Her father was like killed by a hunter while he was in his wild shape. And so anytime she sees people that are like that, she just will set stuff on fire or drown their. She'll mess things up. She doesn't really think about it. That's the only time she loses her head. But other than that, she's pretty calm and cautious, I think. Which is good. She's kind of like the mom of the group. Um, but anyway, yeah. So that's Madry. Back to the character here. We got to come up with a name for this character. So apparently, hmm, I don't know if I like any of these names. They do have a fun name. So where were we at here? Did I make? I don't think we've made that character. Delete. God, no, there we are. Yeah, running your own campaign. It's 4 players. Yeah, four is usually the thing. What happened was this was a DM that put out a community flyer in Reddit, and whoever came, and if we got too many people, she was going to split off into 2 different groups. And the first time we played was like that core. The first or second time we played was like that core 7, and then the next time we played, we got a lot of people for like 2 sessions, and then there were like 4 people that were like, no, we're not gonna stay in the group. So it whittled down to those 7. And like I said, usually we're missing 1 or 2 people each session, and stuff. So let's change this character's name. A little air genasi here. So genie name. Isfod. I kind of like Isfod. Or should it be Shazid? I can't even say that. So no, Isfod. I like that. Go with that. Yeah, it's in person campaign. I do like in person a lot more than online. Although to be fair, I haven't really done online. Tonight's gonna be my first time doing online. So yeah, yeah, it's in person. Isfod the let's say I don't know. I don't know. Why do genies have such weird names? Um, let's go with gifted, I guess. Go with gifted. Isfod the gifted. Okay. Boom. Isfod the gifted. There we go. You're running online? Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for the camp, or it's a one shot that we're doing tonight. And it's going to be online. So hopefully the tech problems will be a minimum. And stuff. So all right, so let's get a picture for this this person. Let me do that. Let me go back to the character thing. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, edit. That's what I want. Okay, let's add a picture here. We'll just make him look like that. Cool. Character sheet. All right, so we've got Isfod the Gifted. There he is. He's got a walking speed of 40 plus 2 proficiency, -1 charisma because he's temperamental. Long-term fantasy, high fantasy, nice. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think the one we're doing tonight, the one shot, is kind of like a mystery type thing, where there's like people disappearing and the party has to figure out what's going on. So, and that's going to be 5 players, 5 players plus me as the DM. So, it'll be good. It's all everybody's my family. So it's like a family thing that they wanted to do, um and so yeah, I'm gonna stream it, and I think my brother-in-law is streaming it too, but it'll be good. I'm excited. Yeah, it's like a high fantasy thing. I think they all kind of chose like boring classes in my opinion. I think a lot of them chose like human. Um yes, you can get my Discord. Let me Eric, are you able to share my Discord? I did put you in permissions for my Discord personally. So if you can, that'd be great. Oh, you were just looking into it. Okay. Um, if not, I'll do it in just a minute. All right. So Isfod the Gifted. We're gonna go ahead and go over to Hero Forge and make Hero Forge. Let me just switch my screen for a minute, and then get this. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. Just trying to find something really quick here. Okay, I think I have the link. This will be the first time that I've sent the link. So, did you get it, Eric? Cool. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Eric. Okay, let's go back, and I've only been streaming, by the way, since the end of January, so I'm pretty new to streaming too. But let's go ahead and make our character here. So he is going to be a genasi. It's not gonna. It's gonna show up as an elemental. So let's do elemental. And then I think we're going to go to his head. I think his head's gonna be fine. Change. I don't know if I like the hair. I guess I'm like windy hair. I mean, that is kind of windy, but it also looks kind of flamey to me. Ooh, cotton candy hair. I think not. Let's see. Could do like curls. Flame like hair. How's that different from the other? Oh, that's just the hair that we had. Anime spikes. Like a wind tussle. Wind tussled hair? No. Okay. Well, maybe undercut. Undercut would be good, right? Because got his hair flying everywhere. Awesome. Okay, so he's got the wind hair. He's not going to have any other. I guess we could do his eyebrows. Thin arched eyebrows. What we want? I think so. I think that looks good. No mustache, no goatee, eyes, ears. So body. I think his body's fine. Clothing. His legs, I think. Wonder if we can. Do stuff with that. Let's see here. What I would like to do, maybe that's more in the body area. Go to the legs. See if we can make like a whirlwind. But it doesn't look like that's an option. We could do a merfolk. Servant body, hippo legs. But I don't think we can do whirlwind. That's a bummer. Maybe extras? No. All right, well, that's fine. He doesn't have to be bottom, whirlwind bottom there. Awesome. Let's see. Let's do then clothing. I think he wouldn't have an outfit. He wouldn't have anything on his head. For his chest, I'm thinking maybe just like some type of vest, but not a modern vest. I don't like that. Maybe like, just want a vest. Can I just search vest? Fringe vest. Open vest. Yeah, I think like that. That's what I'm thinking there. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Quiet you. Quiet you, Eric. All right, and then pants. Cargo shorts. Let me get rid of this. I don't like this. I don't like that they start you off with this. I don't want that. Okay. And then cargo. Wait, nope. Pants. You want, oh, maybe the billowy. Is that like too stereotypical? I feel like that's very stereotypical. Um, let's try cropped pants. Nope, I don't like that. I kind of like that because he is a monk. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like the monk, Aladdin vibes. I mean, he is an air genasi, so air genasi monk. I think. How about these nobles breeches? Druid pants. I kind of like the druid pants. Do we like the druid pants or the samurai pants? So those are the druid pants. They're the samurai pants. Druid, do you like the druid? We'll do druid then. Okay, druid. And then I don't think an air genasi would wear shoes. I would assume they would probably be floating off the ground a little bit or something like that. So let's do a pose. Strike a pose. As far as weapons go, he's got no armor. He's got simple weapons. He doesn't really have. I thought we said no short sword. We're not going to use a short sword. We say a boomerang. Is that what he had? A boomerang? Tip of the wind. I'm gonna say he isn't carrying a weapon, or if he is, you can't see it. And I feel like it might be a little bit aggressive, like. Well, he's a monk. Maybe. Um, you know what? I like this pose. Kind of flowy air, monkish. We're gonna do that. And then stage. I don't think there's anything that we're gonna add to the stage. Although I think they do have like a wind type situation, but I don't know where that's at. So maybe not. Nope. All right, let's color him up. You have any that have blue? That's too aquatic looking. I don't like that. We'll just start with the paints. So he has dark blue hair. So I wonder if they have any dark blue hair. Yes. Dark blue hair. Do we like that one or do we like this one? It's purple. Or we could do this. I like that more. The dark blue hair. Okay, dark blue hair, and then he's got light blue skin, and what was the other thing he had? Oh wait, he had light blue hair and light blue skin, and then dark. Why does he look like so shiny? He's so shiny. What do we think of this blue? Do we like that blue? Or do we like the shiny blue? Nope, I'm going to answer it. I like the light blue. The light blue is what we'll do. His toenails here. Toenails, there we go. And fingernails. And ears. All the ears. Both ears, please. No to the shiny. You had that song stuck in your head too, Eric? I got that song stuck in my head too. So shiny. Okay. And then make his eyebrows the same color as his hair. Okay, I think I got all of his skin. Except for his lips. Which maybe the lips can be shiny. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Okay, let's do some eyes because it always freaks me out when they don't have eyes. Let's just do common. He had dark blue eyes, so that will do. Dark blue eyes. Cool. And then stage, does it have? Okay, there it is. I don't think they will have anything we want for the stage. So he can be standing on some textured stones. Yeah, we'll do that. The color to reality. Okay, so there he is. Let's do his stones here. Polished. That's well, just the one stone there. I think I want them all. Well, double gray. That one's kind of cool. I got all of them. Kind of hard to see. Okay, I think that's good. And the clothing. Let's see. What do we want for clothing? Probably light blue colors, I would think. The cools. Lucy Sprucey. I feel like that matches his hair too much. Bravey navy. Maybe the pants could be bravey navy. Yeah, I like the pants bravey navy. Or darker. Ooh, I like the darker one. Darker. Want his vest to be dark too? I think so. And then denim. I like that airy quality. Then that's cool. That. Denim. All right, I think that's everything. What do we think of Isfod? Isfod the Gifted. That is Isfod the Gifted. The Air Genasi Astral Self monk. There he is. All right, I am happy with that. Pretty good to me. So, back to me. Look at yourself. Now back to me. Okay. All right, I think that's all we're going to do today. It's been over an hour. I usually only do an hour, but I did get started a little bit late. So, all right, let's find someone to raid into. Unless Eric, you want to. I'm not on a horse. No, sadly. I've wanted to ride a horse again lately. It's been a long time since I've gotten to ride one. Um, see how does yeah, catchy cantrips is always good. I always like their stuff. We can read into them. They're usually on when I'm on in the morning. So yeah, that would be perfectly fine. Well, thank you everybody for joining me today, and we're gonna raid into catchy cantrips. They do a lot of art and role playing stuff, so stick around. They're pretty awesome. And I will see you next time. Bye.